Party Geeks, and welcome to day 8 of Vlogmas. And today I have a new episode of Stuff That No One Taught Me. And I wanted to bring you something a little bit new. And that is a list of 5 shopping tips / hacks. Basically, these are the things you should have learned before you went shopping, but you're gonna learn it now. Okay, number 1, make a list. Seems kind of basic, but we'll say this. Make a realistic list. And it doesn't matter whether it's for food or for clothes. If it's for food, especially if you're out on your own for the first time, or maybe you've been out on your own for a while, get your idea for what meals you want, what will you actually eat, and what can you actually eat before it goes bad. And of course, never ever go when you're hungry. Like that, no matter how many times I know this, there will still be times when I'll run to the shop and I'll get out of work and I'll be like, oh, I just need a little something, we don't have anything for dinner, and I will run over, and you know what I want? Everything. So whether you are doing a big grocery shopping or you're getting it for the night, for the week, for the month, I don't know. Make a list ahead of time. There will, of course, be times when it's just not feasible. Like if you are going out for emergency chocolate and crisp and to plan for that, it just kind of happens. Do your best. Keep a list. And you want to keep the same thing in mind with clothes. I mean, sometimes splurge shopping is great. We'll get to that later. But having a list of what are you actually looking for. You're like, oh, I need to go for a pair of pants for work. What kind of pants? Know what you're looking for. Go in on that mission. Otherwise, you're going to spend your money on so much other things. So know your why and know where you're going to wear it to. So you can be all like, all right, I need 2 more white undershirts, and somehow I have sized out of all of my underwear. So know what you're getting, know what it's for, because you can see the most perfect dress and I'll be like, ooh, I've never had a white skater dress before. I will definitely wear it to all of these things and these things and these things. But if you didn't think of that ahead of time, of course you're going to convince yourself. Of course. You can do that. You can lie to yourself better than anyone else can lie to you. So don't. It's not worth it. Because it's going to come back and it'll bite you back in the ass when your budget time comes around. Number 2. Coupons, membership cards, and comparison shoppings will save you so much money if you use them properly. So, coupons don't have to just be in sale papers. Sale paper ones, awesome. Honestly, it's going to seem a little bit like grandma, but if you have your list in mind, you can go and you can check real fast on all these different coupons. And the greatest thing is that a lot of stores, a lot of big box stores, or like Walmart, for example, will take other people's coupons for these things as well. So you don't have to say, oh, I got this one from Walgreens, I can only get it from Walgreens. No, go with, if it's a manufacturer's coupon, if they will accept it at another store, bring it to another store and get it at that cheaper price plus a coupon on top of it. It's awesome. Coupons don't have to be just on paper. You can get them online, preferably from your store's website, because there are scam sites that want your money, that want your info, that want you to have those coupons, and it's not real. Okay, don't fall for it. Okay, just think, oh, why is this on here? Does it seem like it has a reason for being on there? No, probably shouldn't be on there either. So make sure that you clip in the digital word the coupons that are on your list. Hello, Molly. One moment. We're just gonna keep going. Molly's a little bit upset that we are in the bathroom again. But the room that is supposed to be our YouTube room has one tiny, tiny lamp in it. And we'll eventually have a light, but I don't know when that eventually will be. So, she wants to sit on her lap. She can't sit on my lap. I'm sitting on the edge of the tub. It's a little bathroom. There's not that much room for us. Anyway. Alright. And if the membership cards are free, get the stupid card. If you have to enter your email and you don't necessarily want, daily or weekly reminders of, what's on sale at Morrison's, what's on sale at Walgreens, unsubscribe. That's it. Your membership card will still work. You don't need to get all of those emails. You don't, especially if it's not something that you're going to be at, super often. It's just smarter to have the card rather than not have the card. You can get discounts, you can get deals, they'll send you coupons, blah, blah, blah. Get it if it's free. If it's not, only get it on something that you're actually going to use it on. I cannot tell you how many times I re-upped the one for Sally's even though I wasn't using it as much because I stopped doing makeup as much. Yeah, I buy my own hair stuff, I buy my own makeup. I don't shop at Sally's as much. When I was doing that professionally, yeah, I used it a lot. I needed it a lot. Now, I don't pay for it anymore because I paid for it a couple times when it wasn't useful. And I was like, oh, that's a shitty waste of money. Don't do that. That's stupid. Don't. Number 3. Be aware, but also wary of sales. This is huge, especially in those midline, middle class kind of department stores. Know your original prices first. Seriously. How many times you can check something like a Kohl's or a Penny's, etc., and their sale price will actually be what their original price is. Anytime that it says its original price is not real, because no one is going to pay that much money for that in that store, in that environment. It's not real. So know your original price, especially if it's something that changes throughout time. Shop smart. Okay. That being said, it is pretty awesome to wait for sales for things that you would have been getting anyway. So if there is one piece of equipment, one piece of technology that you've been waiting for, get that one. Don't get a super cheapo model, like you see on Black Friday when they'll come out with these no-name TVs that, yeah, it's 54 inches, but it's got the pixel ratio of your fucking cell phone. No, it's garbage, because that's what it will be, is a giant couch-side piece of trash in your living room. It's useless. So, know what the price is supposed to be, and then follow along for the sales. Really helpful if you have your list, again, with the list in hand, have the coupons that you know you can use, make sure that they're not expired, blah, 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 and go in during a sale, especially with these companies that send you mailer after mailer after mailer. They'll tell you when there is a sale. If you follow their crap, they will tell it to you. Awesome. Okay? Okay. Number 4. Know that you will probably pay a bit more at a private store, but that there are benefits to doing so too, outside of paying someone else's actual living wage and, helping them support themselves and their families. They can sometimes offer better deals, and they can track down all sorts of things for you. Even things you might not have even known existed. And you can ask them for actual deals that aren't, what's the word I'm thinking of? Editorials put out publicly, Some of them are open to barter, some of them are open to bundles,
it really doesn't hurt to ask, so long as you do so in a polite way and don't act like a huge dick when they say no, because sometimes they'll say no. That's their right, you know? They still have to pay for the things. And always remember to ask if tax is included, because there are a lot of smaller stores, especially ones that are co-ops or artisan based, that roll the tax right into their prices. So the price you see is actually what you pay. Most of the artisans at the shop that I volunteer at do that with their things. You know, you pick something up, you go, you pay for it. That's it. It's done. And finally, your pleasure purchases or splurges, things like that. I don't mean like literal pleasure purchases, because you do what you want, baby. But splurges is only for occasionally. Saving, always smarter. No matter where you are in your life, it's going to be a smarter and more economical move. And if you feel like you're having a problem, especially if that problem is paying your bills, write down what you spend on an actual monthly calendar and hang that girl up on the wall. So I used to do this when I would go like back to school shopping when I was in high school, and then as I got older I was like, I still did it for school shopping actually, but then I was like, all right, and this is stuff for the apartment, and sometimes even food shopping, so I'd be like, oh, I don't even remember getting this or that, but I would just get stuff. And now I do it when I'm getting supplies for my business, if I'm getting supplies for teaching. I write it all down as I buy it, and after it's done, I put it in my little book, save all that, especially if it's business related. We'll talk taxes once taxes get closer, but keep that in mind. And then put it on a monthly calendar. And again, monthly calendar. If you're having a problem, hang it on the wall. Should we do it third time's a charm? Saying is third time's a charm. So, if you are having a problem paying your bills, and you are having a problem sticking to this budget, like you're like, oh, this should work, you know, you have a plan, because yeah, things are going to come and they're going to kick you in the ass, and that happens, and that's crappy. That's what life is, and I'm sorry, but it's going to happen to all of us, most of us, at least one time, or a dozen, or 40, whatever happens. But if your problem is sticking to the budget that you have set, mark it out on a calendar and review it on what did you actually spend. It'll create this little monthly budget snapshot for you to look back at, and you will be able to see, maybe I don't need a $200 makeup budget every month. Or maybe I set my limit at $40 for any clothing items might need. I spend $60 a week. Shitty. That wasn't smart. No. But it happens, because it will always happen, because shopping can be fun, and it can be splurgy, and we all have our vices. Like, personally, I'm not a big fan of clothes shopping, mostly because my size does all these crazy things. But when I was younger, man, I loved it. There was something about being like, yes, I fit everything. I can wear any size. And I would buy it like crazy. And then, you know, the end of the month would roll around and be like, I'm down to my last $100. I'm struggling a little bit. Now, I actually make less than I did when I was older, but I chose this career path, and that's what I went with. It makes me happy. But now I have to be even more vigilant about what I spend. It doesn't mean I don't ever splurge, you know. I'll get a little extra money on the side, and I'll pay Mr. J back, because he does a lot of the household bills in our household, because he's a good man like that. And if it's cool with him, rest is mine. I do with it what I will. I'm gonna buy art supplies 99% of the time, or books, a lot of books. Do a lot of thrift shopping, and kind of my favorite thing to do is go to the thrift shop and just buy all the books. I mean, just boxes of boxes. Not actual boxes and boxes. Like, I ain't 20 anymore. We ain't buying box and box of anything. But yeah, I probably should have added that on my list, huh? Thrift stores, even if you are not in poverty, they are your friend. Yeah. I think that's all I have for you. Thank you again for joining in my very lovely tiny bathroom. And I hope that you have a great night and a great day and a great week. Okay? I love you so much.